Are they supposed to be like that? I thought it's supposed to be dry.
Well, I'm sure that they dry out.
Okay. Alright.
Look, they lost all their color and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I heard that one.
So what kind of seeds you guys getting?
Oh man, we have no idea. Maybe locust or...
I'm wondering if they have to be dry or this is okay, we'll find out.
This is our favorite nursery right
Like,
here.
this is what they look like, this. Seeds for days. And we out here. Skirt!
Get you out of my hell. Fresh coat up with the ball lighting. No man on the Minnesota Vikings. True first need something more exciting. Bum 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 bum. Try to break my heart, oh that breaks my heart. That you thought you ever had it, no you ain't from the start.
So I spaced them all out, and I'm hoping to use this as our shade. These are the moringas. This whole circle was supposed to be densely packed, and originally it was based on, we're trying to do the 7-layer permaculture approach, and we're gonna use these moringa trees for the canopy, and then the fruit trees for the sub canopy, and then rosemary and stuff for the shrubs, and then leave the creosote here, and then for ground cover, strawberries and thyme, and then for root plants, so far just potatoes and garlic. But these moringas don't seem to be growing fast enough, so we just threw in a few of the native trees. So I kind of spaced them out, and I'm hoping to get the whole area shaded, and this whole inner circle is going to be the food forest. And then outside of that, we're gonna xeriscape. We got a bunch of native plants from Mojave Desert Land Trust on their plant sale. So we're gonna put those in on the outside, and then we'll do our annual crops next year in that square in the corner. Oh yes, tacos are here.
Can you like blur that out?
No, can do.
Aidan, should I just dig it deep enough for the same size as the pot, or are you gonna put
I just like 2 feet deep, maybe 18 inches.
Okay, that's 2 feet, I think. Yeah. You think it's 2 feet? No, wait, hold on. In a day it dried out.
Yeah, let me water it down. Shit.
Wow,
See?
look how much shade it's already providing.
But yours yellow too, see? It's just,
Just because I didn't water it.
yeah, but they're so resilient though.
Babe, you think we can bonsai this though?
No.
Why?
It's too big. It's not a bonsai anymore.
A bonsai means little?
Bonsai is a baby.
Okay, I'll get some water. Well, it changes the entire property.
No.
The sound travels like crazy here.
It travels so far.
So far. You're
We
gonna
can
sound like
hear our
that
neighbors
rooster.
fight. You can hear about a mile, but it depends on if the wind's blowing.
Oh, I'm really cool. So this is the tree that Min donated to Marshmallow Farm.
Reluctantly.
He wanted to donate more,
No, reluctantly.
and he's still thinking about giving us the ones that he like literally like is what is it when you kill something?
Yeah, there's a couple Palo Verde that were that were put into the goat pen
Yeah.
with just ferocious goats that eat everything. So,
What? Mellow. What?
what'd you get for eats?
So
Mellow.
I got some pork,
Oh yeah, that's right.
some rice, and a spinach salad.
And
I should cook that up right now, actually. Tell me.
Maria.
Shut up!
Oh!
You're not funny, man.
It's just bread.
Oh! That's not bread.
Tell him, Maria.
He did not hit you with your comment in the face.
Man, stop eating before dinner. You're not gonna want to eat right now.
Now, what kind of tree is that?
Oh, Elderica pine. I think that's how you say it. I've only read it off the signs.
Sounds fine to me.
Sounds good to me too.
Cause baby, it's you.
I wonder if you can get pine nuts from these guys, like for pesto.
Wait. No.
Pine nuts and pesto come from pine trees. I don't know what
I
kind.
don't know if, I don't know
we
if
had
that.
some.
I wonder
Maria.
if these are any good to eat. I'm sure you could eat them. Put them in pesto.
Yeah, I don't know. But Aidan helped me put all the trees down.
Yeah, it's a lot of trees.
Yeah. But, you know. Joking aside, without Aidan and Maria, I wouldn't have been able to plant like 300 plus trees.
This is the bokashi right here.
You love us, Min. Say it. Or
No,
I'll choke you out.
Maria.
Say you love us.
I love you, Maria.
How much?
Like Trump love Mexican.
This is the bokashi. It started with the tank just being really dirty, and it was full of all of this gunk, like algae mostly and stuff. So we just threw bokashi in it because it smelled terrible. As soon as it heated up in the sun, the algae smelled just like awful. And we put a whole packet of bokashi in there. And now we've been throwing all of our vegetable scraps and stuff in here. And it's probably, in retrospect, it's probably gonna clog up the bottom at some point, but for now it's making really good.
What is that?
It's like an anaerobic compost tea. And it builds the plant's immune system and gives them a whole bunch of good nutrients in an available form. And they like it. As long as it doesn't smell, you know it's still good.
You want to smell it?
Not really.
It smells great.
It smells good. It smells like a fresh lake.
Smell it.
It
See?
looks like dirty and green, but
Oh,
What?
so talk about what you're putting together now.
so we're doing some KNF, Korean natural farming techniques. So this one is calcium and phosphorus supplement. So you take a bone that has no meat or fat on it, a clean bone.
Which is in here.
So in this case, just an old bone. And you add some brown rice vinegar to it.
How much sugar?
And it dissolves the calcium and phosphorus in it. And, I don't think we add sugar on this one.
Oh no, you changed it.
And then you just put it in the shade for a week.
Here.
And when it stops bubbling, it's ready. And then when it stops bubbling, you dilute it with 1 part to 500 parts water.
Oh, the bones bubble.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll take a minute.
So is this dissolving the bone?
Yeah, the vinegar, the brown rice vinegar dissolves the bone.
Oh, so it's like bone meal? Is it like bone meal?
It's exactly like bone meal. So we lined the bottom of the hole with wood chips that we get from, we called every landscaping and tree service company in the area when we moved down. And, you know, we asked them to drop off their wood chips. And so this is from, well, I won't say the name of them so nobody else takes my plug on wood chips, but yeah, they come and they dump off all their wood chips for us. And then we just add a little bit of fish emulsion to them and let them break down in a huge pile. So we, you know, as it goes, they just keep dumping them off and it makes a row, and then they start a new row next to it. So hopefully next spring some of that will break down into dirt, but none of it has turned into dirt yet because we just can't keep it wet enough. We're on hauled water and we just can't keep it wet enough to break down too fast, but at least we can still use it for mulch. Maria, yeah, you got a little cucumber over here.
No way.
Yep. Or a watermelon.
Where's the cucumber?
He's standing on it.
And our goats were really generous to prune it for us. They ate all the way to the top. Left what's on the top. So we learned at MDLT that the best way to water here is to do deep water and do it once a week. And then you don't have to water again if you do a deep water. Instead of having to water it every day, and that way you preserve water.
How deep are you talking about?
I would say maybe 3 gallons of water. I'm not sure how deep.
3 gallons every day?
Yeah, so deep water means I watered now and I'm waiting for the water to go drain through. So right now, you see how there's a puddle? That means that the roots aren't very wet. So it's like a sponge. If you wet the sponge, it'll get soft and then it'll drain and absorb water faster opposed to if it's dry. So I'd have to water this at least 2 more times and that'd be considered deep watering. So that'll help the water from evaporating. He was trying to open this weekend.
But
But
the more I think about it, it's just, you know, I care a lot for the property, and so I'm just not sure if the public would do the same, you know. So if anything, I would put it up for sale, and then I would make sure I select the right buyers or buyer that would care for something like this, because it does takes a lot of effort to, you know, to maintain and to care for everything here.
So men stock this up with tilapia, and they kind of hang out underneath the house.
We have to use like drip irrigation to prevent wasting water, you know.
I haven't seen him catch one fish yet. He's a really bad fisherman.
Like the one time we went to lunch for 40 minutes, and literally we came back and he was just in there.
He didn't even notice we
Yeah.
left. Alright. That branch hella smacked me in the face. Alright, let's do this.